Good morning. Hello. Hello. And how are you? I'm streaming live from my phone, and as it shows that I definitely can't see the comments again, but I'm going to try to go and check out it from my, um, what is it called? This tablet to see if I could see the comments. Okay, let's see if I could stream. What is it called? I hear the background. I hear the background music. I turned it down. Let me know how y'all. If you come in here, let me know if you hear any echo, because I have the tablet going, but I can see the comments and I can see the chat from here. But yeah, I'll just go on and I'll wait for people to get in. I hope everyone is having a great start to their morning. However you started your morning, I hope you woke up with a grateful heart and just proud to be alive, I guess. Grateful to be alive. Okay, hey, I see you, Claudia B. Good morning. How are you? Okay, now we're getting somewhere because talking and streaming from my phone, but I see the comments from the my tablet. So, if you are in here, welcome, welcome one, welcome all. I appreciate everyone just giving me the chance to tune in and listen to my live show about the preliminary hearings on Isaiah Harris. If you are not aware of or, up to date about the Isaiah Harris, I think the preliminary hearing, hey, I'm blessed. Yes, you are blessed. Thank you. And I'm just so happy and grateful that you are here with me this morning. If anyone doesn't know, because I want to look at the comments from my phone, I mean, from the tablet, and then I'm going to just do commentary and reaction. So you can sit back and relax. I'll try to take at least some. I'm gonna try to do this 15 minutes and under, but if we go over, we can, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's a discussion, so it probably be a little bit more than 15 minutes, but that's okay. But I just wanted everyone to just at least have something to listen to while they go about their day and start their morning. However you start your morning, I'm glad you are starting it with me if you haven't already started it yet. But so yeah, I been looking at the preliminary hearings on Isaiah Harris, who was a 13-year-old girl, and she's gone missing and she hasn't been found in a year. And it's suspected, of course, that she is not, you know, no longer here with us. Got to be careful of what you say about and how you go about saying these things on YouTube because they will uh penalize you for it. So what I want to say is I want to bring light to the situation and I'll have a different type of reaction, a different type of commentary, just a different point of view that I would like to share. And I am open to feedback and pushback. I just want everyone to know that this is of my opinion that I'm giving in regards to the Naziah Harris case. And I would like to make it clear and open and be honest that Naziah Harris is the only victim here. That's the only person I consider the victim. I don't consider anyone else the victim in this case. She is the one that we're talking about because she is the one that needs justice brought to her. And we need to do it in a way that will be honoring her and at least for the most part, we can hopefully prevent this from happening to someone else, which we cannot because things go on. And it's really sad that this type of case has brought people together in more ways than one. I have been looking at other content creators. I'm not going to compare myself. I have been getting information from them, but I mostly, particularly, I'm going off of the preliminary hearings that was done in court that 2 weeks ago. So that's how I'm giving my commentary. Patricia say so many. Okay, I'm looking at the comments right now. So let me read. Hey, Patricia. She says so many are covering this story. Been familiar since day one. Yeah, so many people are covering this story, and I don't want to knock anyone else content or craft, but sometimes I feel like some people are making a mockery out of it and doing it for their own. I don't know. I'm not selfishness. I'm not saying that they are, and I'm not saying that they're not, but I am kind of doing it in a way probably that will rub people the wrong way. So I have. Good morning, Patricia. So I would like to start off by saying and reiterating and making it known that Naziah, a 13-year-old girl who was involved or was okay. I don't like the word involved in relationship because that is absolutely insane to think that a 13-year-old girl was involved with a Chester, a violator of children, and he was 42. He's 42 now. His name is Jarvis Butt. So he's in jail as of now, being because I think he was in jail for another case. He turned himself in for another case, but I don't know. But I really don't want to highlight him. But of course, we have to speak about him and how creepy he was and the creep that he is. And he is a serial. And I'm not talking about what you eat. I'm talking about something that you are, that you continue to do. Uh, Violator. You know? Hi, Lasagna. How are you? Let me see. I don't think I could pin the comments. No, I can't pin the comments. Let me see. I don't think I could pin the comments. So, I'm sorry, chat. I only could just see our comments. Now, this may be a little bit sensitive for some viewers. Of course, it is sensitive. Some viewers, the nature of the crime is absolutely horrendous and disgusting in nature. The people that are involved are absolutely, definitely responsible for anything that may have happened or didn't happen or things that they didn't do. So I'll get started with this as far as the um, people I want to speak about. And this is only of my opinion. I want to speak about today. I would like to, I'm not highlighting her. I'm speaking about her. She was on trial, preliminary hearing. Shannon Harris, the aunt of Naziah Harris, biological aunt of Naziah Harris and girlfriend of Jarvis, but she has 5 children with him. Her testimony stood out like everyone else's testimony stood out. Um, he turned himself in for a gun case. I believe that he had a scheduled court date. Yeah, he turned himself in for a court date, which was like, okay, that's the thing to do. I guess it helped him out at the time for him to turn himself in for the gun case that he was had pending. So that probably just helped him out in some sort of way. So he was already in locked up, incarcerated before this trial came to fruition. Okay, so with Shannon Harris, 31-year-old biological aunt, Patricia Bronx Jarvis had community. He was sick. That child was seeking love and attention and got it the wrong way. Shannon and that is sick. They all sick. Had community D. I mean, like, he's not even attractive to me. I don't find nothing appealing about him. I don't find the first conversation I would have had with him, I would have been like, nah, we good. You're disgusting. You look disgusting. But with Shannon, 32 years old, I heard her say that in an interview that she gave him a second chance because society gave him a second chance, right? And I'm like, yo, we all live in different societies. I don't know what type of society you live in, Shannon, but we don't live in a type of society that give Chesters, files, second chances for violating all nature of children. Violating the nature, violating the laws of nature when it comes to children. That's what he did. So on trial, she was, I was looking at her. I'm like, oh, okay, she did lose massive amount of weight, which is good for her probably because the stress is eating her alive. Absolutely. So I just want to give this commentary in a decent fashion and in a decent way where everyone, I'm not being fair or unfair. I'm just going by what the preliminary hearings was. So Shannon Harris had 5 kids with Jarvis. That's absolutely mind blowing. That you had 5 kids with a foul, a Chester, a serial, a person that assaults children. Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. So the one thing that stood out to me in the trial is okay, we already know that Shannon is sick. she's not all the way there. She had 5 children with a sicko, a monster, a horrible person, right? So the prosecutor was asking Shannon, uh, what was the relationship between Jarvis and Naziah? How did they interact with each other? She got a little bit defensive. She said, like an uncle and niece is supposed to do. Nothing else was going on. She didn't ask you all that, right? She said that Jarvis Butts met Naziah when she was 2 years old, and I'm like, okay, so was around at two. He was around ever since this child was two. She had 5 kids with him. Okay, no way did she think that anything could be looking wrong, that it looked a little bit odd, it looked a little bit weird that she's having her children's father around an innocent 2 year old. And I'm just saying, like, come on, 2 years old, right? She knew him ever since she was two. Um, that's not the problem. That's not the case here. But the problem in the case here is the answers and questions that she was given when she was being given testimony on Jarvis, but about Naziah. So what stood out to me when what stood out to me was when the prosecutor asked her about her sending her sending her daughter and Naziah up to the shop to work for him, to do some work around the shop for him. That was absolutely crazy that she would agree to do some shit like that, right? Mm, let me see. Patricia said no one else would touch those twins but Jarvis. Mm. The other twins was with Jarvis before Shannon. Right. They gave Lasagna said right. They gave unnecessarily answers unnecessary. Exactly. Right. So when and that's the thing that stood out to me the most is when the prosecutor asked her what was the relationship between Jarvis and Naziah. She got the defensive. She said the only relation, and I'm paraphrasing, the relationship between it was an uncle and a niece. Nothing else. That's it. Right. Um, the prosecutor was a little bit lenient with Shannon, right? To the point where she was asking her, "Well, did you know that Jarvis and I'll get into that, but let's get into up to the time where Jarvis and Butts and Naziah went missing. So Naziah went missing on January 9th, right? I believe she went missing on January 9th, and she did not come home that day as planned, like she usually come home at the same time she come home because she wasn't after school, but she didn't attend anymore. So I guess after she get out of school, school is out, she comes straight home. So she didn't come home as usual. Shannon, I guess, had concern like, where is excuse me, Naziah. She was asking the children. The children said she's not here. She brought it to her mom. We'll talk about the mom later. Like Shannon had a little bit concern, right? She showed that she was a little bit concerned because she was asking, "Where's Naziah?" Naziah didn't come home yet because it was kind of odd that Naziah was not home yet in the house after school. So she started asking around. She asked her mother. I guess her mother said, "We'll wait." They waited a little bit too long. If she didn't come home within 3 hours, 2 hours, I would have been definitely scared and frantic. So the prosecutor asked Shannon, how did she speak to Jarvis that day? She called Jarvis and he didn't answer the phone on this, excuse me, January 9th, the day that Naziah went missing. She called Jarvis because I wrote it down. I don't want to, okay. Okay. Bear with me. Bear with me, because I did take some notes, and I want to at least. Okay, so here we go. She sent a text message because the prosecutor asked her about the timeline and what went on, transpired with her and Jarvis that day of January 9th, right? We're not going to get into the gritty details just yet. That's coming up. So she sent a text message to Jarvis about Naziah not coming home. She called and he did not answer. So she sent a message and said, still no tutor. I guess she was telling him that he was telling him, Jarvis, but that Naziah didn't come home and still no tutor. And and have you seen tutor? He said no. And he she said, have you seen tutor? Naziah and her whereabouts. he replied, no, no, he replied, oh, well, she said no, no, still no tutor. He replied, oh, wow. Doesn't that seem kind of suspicious and kind of like weird that uh he will reply, "Oh wow." Like when he be a little bit more concerned and about a baby, a child, his niece not coming home, showing up after school, and you replying, "Oh wow," that's absolutely crazy to me. That part stood out to me when he replied, "Oh wow," and then she had the nerve to. Why did she call him? Was she think? Was it like normal for Naziah to go up there to the shop to work for him without getting permission from the aunt? Like I would just would like to know why. And it's okay because she could say that she didn't know anything was going on between Jarvis and Naziah all she want. We know we that's not true. We do not believe that bullshit. She knew exactly what was going on. She was just one of these sick people, sick aunts, sick women that do anything to keep face. So when he replied, "Oh wow," I guess that was the end of the conversation. The prosecutor did and then we go in. I guess throughout the evening, she probably didn't touch bases with Jarvis. I mean, so it was up in the air if they was going to report Naziah missing, which they didn't, of course, until the next day. Um. Okay. Prosecutor asks Aunt Shannon, did Jarvis ever? Okay. So the most part, because the standout parts, the crazy, sad, cringy parts that stand out to me is, "Hi, yours truly. Hey, Miss LB, how are you?" I'm just going on, and try to shed light to this story because I want to get it together. I just want to do commentary on the preliminary hearings and react and give my opinions to the case and my opinions on the answers that were being given. So, and one of the testimonies that was given in with Shannon, the prosecutor did ask, did Jarvis ever, this is the prosecutor, asked Shannon, did Jarvis ever tell her, Shannon, that Naziah texted him to meet up on January 9th? She replied, no. The prosecutor asked if Shannon told Jarvis about not locating Naziah on January 9th. She replied, yes. So I guess she didn't know that. She said she didn't know that Jarvis and Naziah was supposed to meet up. Of course, she didn't know. She probably didn't know, right? She did inform him. She was informing him, giving him a timeline of Naziah being missing, right? She kept him up to date. She even asked Jarvis, Shannon even asked Jarvis to post a picture, a flyer of Naziah on his Facebook of her being missing. Right? So, that way, so even volunteer for Naziah, so she worked for Jarvis. But I guess I'm beating around the bush a little bit, and I wanted to be a little bit nice about this, me giving commentary, but I can't be nice. I just can't be nice when it comes to this case. First and foremost, Shannon Harris, I am here to judge you. I don't care. My past is my past. My past is nothing close to what you have endured or what you have accepted or what you have like just been all for. Because you were dating, had a baby, had five babies with a known Chester, a known sicko, a known creep, right? Five babies, five children with a disgusting man. Absolutely disgusting. You brought him around your niece and other children, which was a big no no for me. If you want to do nasty, dumb, sick shit with yourself, because you are a grown woman, you are capable of making your own decisions and your own choices. That's up to you. If you felt like that was the love that you needed, then okay, I won't judge you. And I'll go back to the case where the prosecutor asks about text messages between Jarvis and Naziah. And this is what made me hate Shannon even more. And this is what he's a creep. Shannon is a creep too. They thank you, yours truly. They both creeps. They are both creeps. So I had to laugh. So let me get serious. So the prosecutor asked Shannon, the aunt of Naziah Harris and the girlfriend of Jarvis Butts. And Shannon is 31 years old. That's what she testified to. 31. I don't know if she's 31 or 32. The prosecutor asked Shannon, did she know about text messages between um Naziah and Jarvis? I think she lied a bit. She said no, but I think she's seen something because she was trying to pull up and go and search Naziah, Instagram, Facebook, and all this, and she seen some messages between Naziah and Jarvis. She hit him up, right, trying to get confirmation, asking him what is these messages going on between you and Jarvis. She's like, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. So in the midst of it, like if y'all didn't hear, if y'all go back to the preliminary hearing, and in that moment, that's how you know that she's a creep and she's disgusting. And she knew what was going on between Jarvis Butts and little Naziah, 13 years old, right? Because she said, I don't know what Naziah is on, and I don't know what you on, but F you, N word. And then she cursed him out. She cursed him out because him and Naziah was exchanging messages. That's not my reaction. My reaction would have been, you sick, twisted fuck. Right? I knew you was a sick, twisted fuck, but I had 5 kids from you. That I didn't care about. But now you are going too far and you are going to jail. If you come next to me and my children and my niece, I'm going to murk you, right? If she has suspicions. But no, she didn't do that because she's not, she's a coward. What she did was blamed it on Naziah, talking about, I don't know what Naziah is on, acting like Naziah, blaming Naziah for the text message that her and Jarvis exchanged. But she felt a little bit out of order. I guess she felt like she wasn't getting any attention because she wanted to know what Jarvis and Naziah was talking about and why they was exchanging messages. Like she didn't even have any remorse or sympathy for Naziah. She was upset and mad and angry with Jarvis because, not to be funny, she made it seem like Naziah was the other woman. Okay. Shannon definitely should be a suspect. I believe her, Jarvis, and I can't see that one. Okay, there you go. I believe her, Jeanette, Jarvis, and Annette all played a part in the disappearance. My God, they were chains on the refrigerator. What? She was jealous of that child. And to be fair, like I just want to just make a statement, and please don't unsubscribe from me after I make the statement. Mm, 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 mm. I know a lot of people are saying that Shannon was jealous of Naziah, right? She could have may well have been jealous of Naziah. But I don't want to go down that road because it makes it seem like Naziah was the preferable woman. She's not a woman. She's a child. I'm going to state for the record that I don't think that um, Shannon had anything to do with the disappearance of Naziah. Okay, I hope we just get that out the way for the moment. I understand where people are coming from with her being jealous. I don't know why she would be jealous of Naziah. Can anyone tell me, help me out, and just put me on a path and open my mind so I can at least see from your perspective that Shannon was jealous of Naziah. I know she was sick in her head and she was creepy. Her giving her testimony, the things that she said, when it stood out when the prosecutor said to her, well, did you know that Naziah and Jarvis was supposed to meet up on January 9th? She said no. She said, did you know about any text between Jarvis and Naziah? I think she hinted that she saw some text messages and she hit him up, asked him what was going on. Some pictures were sent, but it was blurred out. She couldn't make out the pictures. But I guess whatever text messages that Shannon read between Jarvis and Naziah was absolutely disgusting and filthy, but she didn't make it look like it was absolutely disgusting and filthy. She made it look like Naziah probably was like a part of blaming Naziah, especially when she said, I don't know what type of shit that Naziah is on, and F you for life, N word. You she didn't even call him disgusting. She's like, I see now, I see now. So you see what, Shannon? You disgusting piece of filth. You had babies with a filthy animal. He made you into a filthy animal. You don't know how to distinguish or use, of course, your better judgment, right? You knew he was a sick creep when you met him. You talked about he had a second chance. Society gave him a second chance. We live in different societies. We don't embrace that type of shit in the society I live in. We don't accept that type of disgusting filth in the society that I live in. And to let me go to the comments. Okay. Here we go. Yours truly said, I understand that, but she looked at her as her competition. That is wrong. She knew what he was doing to that girl, right? Shannon knew. She's a lie. She knew, right? She knew. How is and this is a like a lot of things that Shannon said led me to believe that she was definitely a 10-year-old mindset. She even texted Jarvis one day because Naziah asked her, can you call Jarvis and ask him if he need me at the shop to come clean up a shop? You are in okay with young girls going up to a shop to clean up for your man, for your children's father? I was like, hell no. I was like, yo. And if he would have asked me, like, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm primary caretaker of Zachary. So I make decisions, and his father, either he agree with it or he don't. So I'll just use me as an example. Why did she need to go to the shop and clean? Right. That's what I'm saying, right? So when she said that, and the crazy shit is she texted him and she said, Naziah want to know, do you need her at the shop today? I don't know if he said yes or no. I think he said no or whatever. But the fact that a child could tell a grown ass woman, like, oh, ask Jarvis if he need me at the shop today. And the fact that you was okay with sending two little girls to the shop to clean for grown ass men in a dangerous environment, like at a mechanic shop, working around cars, grease is on the floor. Listen, anything can happen anywhere, but to prevent things from happening if danger is occurs. If my son father, Zachary father, was to ask me some stupid shit like that, like, yo, um, send Zachary up here to help me work in the shop, I will curse his ass. I'm like, fuck you. What you mean? I'm not sending him any. Okay, if he was a girl, different, right? He'd be like, yo, oh, send such and such, my daughter up there, because I don't have a daughter. Send such and such, our daughter up here so she could help clean up the shop. And this is her father. I will curse him out. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Why would I send my daughter to a fucking a shop where she could get hurt and be uncomfortable around other men? I was like, nah, if you ever call me with some dumb bullshit, if you ever consider some shit like that, I'm gonna hurt you. All right. But this is Shannon's baby's father of five children. So when he asks for Naziah and her older daughter, Shannon's older daughter, to go work for him at the shop, I would have did everything in my power to see that he would have never asked me no stupid dumb shit like that again. That didn't raise like flags for you, warning signs that a fucking grown ass man was comfortable with two little girls cleaning up the shop. What type of cleaning was needed to be done by two little girls instead of him hiring a professional cleaner? So you mean to tell me, Shannon Harris, that you was okay with your daughter and Naziah doing slave work? Why? Wait, let me see. I don't think it was the intent to kill her. Yeah, it was that every much so to kill her. She's dead. She's not. I don't know. Like, I think he had every intent to kill her. Right? She was pregnant. He already have like. I don't think Shannon had anything to do with Naziah's disappearance at all. She ain't stupid. That's stupid, right? I don't think Shannon had anything to do with Naziah's death at all. I'll state that for the record. Like, she would have been locked up by now. She would have been arrested by now. She would have been in jail by now. She would have been confessed by now. She would have been already under the jail by now. Okay, definitely. Did you? She's involved. I don't. Wait, let me see. Yours truly. Wait, I'm sorry because I'm talking too close to the mic. Okay, so Patricia said she's involved. I don't think she's involved. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I just don't think that she's involved at all. I don't think she's, I'll give her that. I don't think she's involved. I don't, and I feel like with the no, let me stop. Let me take that back with the black community. I'm just going to say, as a whole, humans as a whole, we do have conspiracy theories, and like, these are conspiracy theories that we're kicking up. Um, did you hear Denise's testimony? Definitely, Patricia. She is. He looked up online how to do abortion at home. Yeah, right. But I'm saying, like, okay, so listen. Even if it wasn't his intent to kill her, he killed her. Allegedly. He looked she's helping cover up. Why didn't he report that girl missing? Well, I'm just gonna go on the record and say that I don't think that the sister, what is her name? Shannon had anything to do with Nazaya's death, right? That was his doing alone. I heard people saying that he had help. He didn't need no help. Nazaya was with niece. Who's the niece? Lasagna. You said, did you hear Denise's testimony? What niece is that? I seen the sister testimony. I seen the fiance testimony. I seen the baby mother testimony. Um, the baby mother testimony that he has a 2-year-old girl with. That's the one that they found the glasses in the car. She went up to the shop. She was going. All of these women met him at the shop, which is crazy to me. Like, he have a pattern, right? I seen uh the guy Cordell. We'll talk about him another day. I seen his testimony. I seen his, what is it called? The one, her mother wanted Jarvis and King to do some work on her. I guess that was King's um aunt. Yeah, kid's aunt, I think. So I didn't see the niece testimony. Where did the niece testify at? Police never let the perpetrator that they are on to wait. Police never let the perpetrator that they are on to them that they have met to get him convicted first and then go after others. It can't mess up the case. Nah. I just think that if there's any suspects that needed to be uh incarcerated, they already would have done it. The niece was 9 and is a child. They didn't show it. I thought, right. I don't know about the niece. I never seen a niece. I'm just going by the preliminary hearings that took place in the courtroom. That's what I'm going off of, because I see a lot of people, like, I'm not even doing other content creators, like, they giving a commentary, they giving a reaction, which is all fine and good. Like, I'm not here to judge their commentary and their reactions. I just have a different point of view, a different stance on the Zaya Harris case. I just feel like a lot of people have been saying that Shannon is involved. She is a part of it. I don't think that she's involved, and I don't think she's a part of it. Oh wait! Oh shit! Oh my goodness! My comments popped up. Oh, okay. I will. So he is. My comments popped up. Oh shit! Thank you. That was amazing on my phone. Say it safe. Say he unalived her. Right. So I just think he's the only one that is responsible for unaliving her, and I also think that he I don't know, he planned it, right? Because why haven't she been found? Okay, here go. Okay, here we go. The niece testified that she witnessed the abuse. The father had living. I don't know. Yes, lasagna. This is okay. Here we go. This is a man that has done this to his own child. So why would Shannon want kids with him? Right. She's disgusting and filthy. And then I'm telling y'all, if y'all go back and just skim through it with her testimony, no, it was on Detroit News. Oh my goodness, I love Detroit News. I was like, I clicked on Detroit News. It was like, click on Detroit. They play no games. They was like, this is sick, sad, and disturbing. One of the newsmen was questioning one of the family members. He was in her ass. He was like, why wasn't Nazaya protected? She's like, oh, this is a loaded question. Yeah, I bet it is a fucking loaded question, lady. I didn't know. I was just watching the preliminary hearings with the um who was testifying. So like I wouldn't take a word of a 9-year old child because memories don't serve the same as an adult. But my focus was Shannon being nasty, and I'm here to judge you. Like you had a baby with a man with 5 kids with a sicko, right? Okay, if you want to do that, you do that. It don't seem like that you wanted to have productive children in society. They be real, yours truly. They are. I was like, oh shit, Detroit news ain't no joke. I click on Detroit. That's what I was watching. It was just kind of like different from New York news, and from here they get gritty, but they're not like Detroit. I was appreciating that. Speaking from experience, they can't arrest everyone. They can potentially throw the case. They cannot arrest everyone. But I'm just saying, like, what? Okay, so I'm here to listen, and I'm open, and I'm going to hear everyone's point of view because my comments popped up on my phone. So I would like to at least know, like, from your point of view, from your perspective, like, why do you think that Shannon had something to do with it? Because her kids just recently got taken away from her, right? She had a timeline for her whereabouts. She had an alibi for her whereabouts. So can you please just answer me, not well, I mean, I don't know. Inform me on why you think that Shannon was a part of unaliving allegedly Naziah, right? Because I just don't see that or think that she's that, I don't know. She ain't that stupid to be doing that dumb shit, right? Because after Shannon came the 2-year old. He has a baby with a woman with a 2-year old. She's sick too. That's the one that found the glasses in the car. She said, I don't even want to get into their relationship, whatever. Like I could sit there and say, listen, she's sick and disgusting, and that was terrible that you would have a baby with like a man. Like so, her child was the last child, 2 years old. Let me see. Any woman who can look abuse and cover up and make excuses for a man who gave an STD to a baby would never be good with me ever. No, I agree. Yours truly, ever, ever. Please watch 7 Mile Radio. He went and interviewed the twins and watched their reactions. The other twins' boyfriend said the twins are whispering, acting weird, and hiding information. No promo, just facts. No, I'm just saying. Okay, listen. I understand that part. I think I seen when, and I have my doubts about run up in somebody's house and questioning them, and they not the police and they not the prosecutors, they not a lawyer, they just doing it vigilante work. I see that, right? I think that I forgot his name, but I think the guy that ran up in her house, not ran up in her house but interviewed her, wanted to get some questions. um Him and his partner or his sidekick is they went their separate ways. Other developments came out after their testimonies, right? But it's been a year now, so I feel like if Shannon had anything to do with it, she would be locked up too and under the jail, right? She definitely would be locked up and under the jail. The kids told Shannon and Annette what he was doing. Annette talked to the kids and they changed the story and said they lied. This is what I heard, right? Because kids lie, especially from adults. Like adults sitting there grilling them, ice grilling them, like, oh, because that's how it is in some families. You say that, oh, well, such and such, and I'm not saying myself because I'm not a victim of child abuse or abuse of any nature. I mean, not from no adult. I mean, as a child, not from an adult. So, but what I'm saying is, yeah, family members will ice grill you, will question you, and make you change your mind. I believe the child, right? Exactly. But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people are saying that they suspecting Shannon. Why Shannon out of all people? Well, I am Bronx, so children need to be believed, and that's what I'm saying. Like they being questioned by and a professional, right? So you think that these two little kids that were being questioned by like Annette and Shannon that they were giving them a fair chance? No, right? Because Annette don't have any sense. Like she even said on the stand that he wasn't allowed in her house. The kids went out to the car to go meet him. So she already knew that he wasn't supposed to be around any children. Now, Jarvis, last baby mama, the one that got a 2 year old, the one that found the glasses in the car, she did wanted to check and she received it too. The one that has a 2 year old baby with Jarvis, but she found some glasses in the car. She took them up to the shop. I guess her son was playing with them, and she asked Jarvis where are these glasses. She said he snatched them from her and said those are my sons. And that lied. The other twins man said she lived there. That he lived there. Really? Mm, 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 mm. That's sad. I guess with the preliminary hearings, more will come out in the trial. I'll definitely be more prepared for the trial, but I'm just going off the preliminary hearings. Like I know that, and I haven't been watching Bronx. The law isn't doing their job. The people is doing the legwork. Street justice gets answers in the black community when all fails. But oh, I'm glad you said that, Patricia. Now we can have an open discussion because, like, so you think that what is his called? Guy that went up in Shannon's house and interviewed her. Do you think he was right by what he did? Do you think that was lawful? What's his name? Marcus? I don't know his name. 7 Mile Road. What is the name of it? The comments just popped up. Why? Why did it take like an hour for the comments to pop up? So Patricia, do you think the guy? I guess his channel is called 7 Mile Road. The one that went to question Shannon. Okay, here we go. I'm passionate about this Bronx, so I mean no harm. No, of course not. Your comments are welcome. You most definitely are welcome to say anything you want. I want justice for Nazaya, and I want women to stop being so damn desperate for a piece of man. I think it's more than desperation, right? I just think it's more than desperation. Let's look at the mentality or their mental state. But I wanted to be for because y'all can answer the question and think about it. Do you think it was okay? Do you think it was right? Do you think it was justified that um uh, I forgot his name. I think is he the 7 Mile Road content creator that went to Shannon House and asked her questions and now the police question him? Right? The case has been going on for a year. Desire has not been found or in a year. No one heard from her in a year. But a lot of people are saying that Shannon is a part of it. They think that Shannon is a part of it. They think Shannon has something to do with it. Why Shannon out of all people? He had a lot of different women that was willing to do anything for him and accept any and everything that he did, right? So he was with Shannon Cousins. Yeah, but I'm saying, don't y'all think that if anybody had anything to do with Naziah going missing, it would have been more coming out? Like more people would have been locked up, more people would have been in jail. Because they were saying, like, oh, Jarvis allegedly told one of his inmates that Shannon did it. Why y'all putting that on Shannon? Even though she's sick in her fucking head and she twisted mind, I don't think she's that dumb and stupid to be accomplished to crime involving Naziah being unalived, right? How is it that a grown ass 32-year-old woman, people could say that she was looking at Naziah as competition? So that means that Shannon has the mentality of a 13-year-old girl, right? Mm. So what Jarvis did was groom Naziah. Everything that she knew and everything that she spoke of, the way she spoke, the way she carried herself, the way she talked, he did that. He had a hand in that. Mark D. 7 Mile, he's a community activist, right? He is. But do you know that Lasagna, that Mark D 7 Mile Radio, he was questioned by the cops after he went up and questioned Shannon, right? After he questioned Shannon. So after that interview, I think him and his sidekick or his partner, they had to separate, I guess, due to that interview that he asked and he gave with Shannon. He was the one who found the shoes. Yeah, but listen, that's what people do when they have searches for missing children. They have searches for the neighborhood, right? Like if you were to just look, like if it was just a young white girl, the community come together. With shout out to Detroit, big up to Detroit for boots on the ground, for doing the groundwork, for doing the footwork. Shout out to Detroit. We give you that much. We give you that much. You should be, recognized for doing the footwork. But after he did that interview with Shannon, he was questioned by the cops. So he's interfering with the case. I think that someone needs to get answers. Shannon and Annette both had shut down and stopped talking altogether. The neighbor said no one knocked on their door looking for that baby. They lied. I know we yes, Patricia, I question why they didn't look for her. It is because they already know. Mm. Searches cost money. I'm not gonna say that with the police. I don't know what the police department is doing, right? But her her belongings was scattered. ID was found somewhere different. Her sweater was found. A shoe was found. Shit like that. Saying that they all was searching. Roxy, their cousin, exposed them all, and it's been up from there. Walking door to door in the neighborhood is free. Yeah, but as far as so when y'all talking about the community coming together searching for Naziah, which is great, which is good, which they did, right? So they had key evidence and pieces to the key evidence. They brought key pieces of evidence to the case. Whoever found the shoe or however, but I guess what I'm trying to say is like I know that a lot of black girls that's gone missing are overlooked and they not even cared about and they not even a matter in society, most society thoughts and hands, and they just let it go, let a case go cold. But this case is not going cold at all because it's ongoing. It's a trial. So I just want to know for my own sake, and I'm not trying to be funny, is why do people think that Shannon had a hand in it and she's not has been arrested yet? Right? She haven't been arrested yet. So you think they will let Shannon sit a year out of jail and they suspect her? He is known to the police and the media. I believe they told him to stand down. Per he have a lot of influence with public. People was threatening the Harris family. I seen the interview that he did with Shannon. I don't think that was right what he did. I don't think that was professional. I don't think that was accurate. I think that it seemed like from afar. Subscribe for me if you want to. Curse me out if you want to. Give me backlash if you want to. I think he was a little bit confrontational. I think he was a little bit too much in her face. I don't know what answers he thought he was going to get after her preliminary hearing or what confession she was going to make. I just didn't understand the nature of the confrontation or the interview. To be honest, I'm not even trying to be funny. She let me see. She may not have done it. She helped him cover it. She's the one putting money on his books, or she had been. Why? They all dumb. Did you hear the interview with the mother of his 2-year-old son? And he told her, I don't know what the F is going on. What the fuck is going on? Da 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 da. He had everybody doing his dirty work. He had that sick king, and I want to talk about him later. King, he's just a horrible, disgusting, filthy animal. Also, he's a filthy animal. King is a filthy animal. Okay, he did. It's not even funny, but he was just like going in on everybody. Only person he didn't go in and was on King. You see how men bow down to each other and submit to each other and give each one of them their power? Because that's what he did. He cursed out the fiance. I'm not going to. I'm going to feel bad for none of these women. If I was not at work, if I was not at work, I would come on your panel. I would love for you to come on my panel. We'll plan it, Lasagna. He did. He cursed. I was like, oh no. The part was that when she said she went up to the shop and she was with her son and her son had the glasses in his hand. And the part that stood out to me the most was the lady with the 2-year-old son by Jarvis said that he snatched the glasses out of her hand and said, these are my sunglasses. Right. So when a prosecutor got in her ass, she was off. Let me see. That's how we doing it, these straight gangster. Sometimes that straight gangster, I just when Kanika Jenkins went missing, the people came through together for free. This story is quite similar. The community will get it done. Trust and believe. You think the community coming together, like doing searches for her? Like searches are very dangerous. You have to know what you're doing. Even one of the content creators said that they have the permission to do the searches, but you definitely have to be careful. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You do have to have professionals. And I'm pretty sure that, 7 Mile Road have some type of training or know what he's doing. But he was pulled and told not to go do an interview. Like I felt like that interview was a little bit confrontational. I felt like that interview was a little bit for views. I'm not saying that just because he's a community activist that he hasn't been active and gave back to his community and highlight the atrocities that happen in the community. But that interview was a little bit damaging and it could damage the case going further, right? And a lot of people saying, "Oh, Shannon did it. She's a part of it." Okay, they have their speculations. That's just speculation. I don't think she had anything to do with it. I don't think she has any part of it. I think she's ignorant just like everybody else. I think what Jarvis did was planned this all out. And I say he planned this all out because where is Naziah? She had more of a because he groomed her. Right. And if anyone was to just stop and look and investigate or read and research what how a groomer groom a child, mostly particular children, he did exactly that. Right. It was one text that Naziah sent her. Those texts was absolutely disturbing and disgusted. One of the texts that she sent he sent her a text talking about Shannon, her aunt, that she's going well, what he said she was upset, da 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 da. Naziah replied to him and said, "Oh, she must be horny. Just go take care of her and call me back." Where did she get that idea from? Where did she get that idea from? Yes, Shannon is a witness. A witness. I don't. Did Shannon not know she was pregnant? They have messages where Naziah was begging Jarvis to buy her pass. I saw that one. So the neglect in that home is deep. Right. They just a bunch of women that's sick and twisted and demented in their mind. They're a bunch of women that let push shit under the rug. You know how we in the black community like push shit under the rug. We don't care about certain things. We blame like Shannon for herself. One, she told on herself when she blamed Naziah for the text. She was like, I don't know what type of shit Naziah is on, but F you for life. F you for life. Like, I don't know. I see, nigga. That's what she said. I see what you doing. I see. So she was aware of it. Of course she knew, right? She thought it wasn't her problem. She couldn't confront Naziah because what would she be confronting Naziah on? It had to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. Throwing shit, pushing shit under the rug, acting like nothing happens, acting like nothing can happen in the black community, acting like we don't suffer from abuse at the hands of our family members. Jarvis says she did not kill. I know. Well, I didn't hear him say that, but I don't think she did. The truth will prevail. God sit high and looks low. I guess I would want to say when I end this because I haven't even gotten into it. I want to do the trial because leading up to the trial, I want to speak about King probably tomorrow, which he is another sicko, another disgusting pervert. He thought that shit was funny. What he was saying when he was saying, "Oh, Jarvis had different girls coming up there." often. He thought he was smart and shit. He's like, the prosecutor was like, did Jarvis have a different woman coming up there? He's like, sporadically, it happens. Okay, so one thing that I knew that Jarvis and King was both a part of, and King knew that, what's his name? Yeah, let's get on King. We will, because I want to go in on him. I want to make him last. I want to make the fiance and King. I talked about the fiance. She was going through his phone, trying to go do everything in her power to go through his phone to see if he was talking to other women. So it was okay for him to talk to other women, and you going crazy about him talking to other women, but you was okay with him having 12 kids with, like, different women, giving a baby a child, him hurting his own child, endangering his own child. That was okay with you. That set well with you, fiance, that he had other children. It was okay with you that he was a convicted offender and did time in jail, right? But him having other women, oh no. So you didn't think that the children were like special. You thought the women were special. You thought you were special because he lied and told you he wanted to marry you. Why would you marry a sicko? Are you that sick and that needy that you was going through his phone? He did made every attempt to go through his phone to get through his passwords because you suspected him dealing with other women. But no, it never dawned on you that he was a foul offender, a serial offender that harmed and hurt and endangered children. You're a sicko. You bitches are sick in Detroit. And I'm not going to say all of Detroit, but the bitches that are sick in Detroit are the bitches that are sick in Detroit. And these are the women of Jarvis butts. You bitches are sick. She has to testify in trial, but she's not at liberty to talk. Let me just say this before I go, because I'm going to come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about the fiance. We're going to talk about the girl with the glasses, and we're going to talk about King. Let me just say this: the only person in this case that's a victim is Naziah. The only person in this case, excuse me, the only victim in this case is Naziah Harris. The only one that was done wrong, unprotected, was Naziah Harris. Like, fuck all these other people. I don't care about these hoes. These hoes decided to make a baby with a predator and bring children in this world. And what could they possibly, grown up from all this trauma, contribute to society? Okay? I will say this before I end, and I'm just gonna say it straight, shoot it straight, no sugarcoating. We in the black community throw shit under the rug. We overlook shit. We don't think it could happen to us. We don't think certain rules apply to us. Okay? Oh wait. Wait, she said this live was good, Bronx. Thank you. No mentions of those psychopaths in your words. I like this consumption. Oh my goodness. I should have said it, but I'm trying to be a little bit more professional. And now her kids is in the system. They should be in the system. They should have been taken away the day after Naziah went missing. Okay. I want to say this. We as black people in the black community, and I'm listening, listen to you, and I'm talking about particularly with the black women. The judge just said that our black girls need to be more protected. People's getting up in court applauding and shit. Right. So, and then I want, we have to stop saying that, oh, that's just Uncle, right. Uncle Johnny, stop giving it, right. And I'll close it with this, yours truly. I appreciate you saying that, because I was going to say this. So you know how women, black women, and I say black women because I hear black women calling little girls fast, right? And I hear black women saying that little girls should not supposed to be sitting on men's lap because they can be becoming wrecked, and that's not true. A lot of men suffer from ED, erectile dysfunction, right? We don't know that, and a lot of men are not turned on by little girls at all, right? But the ones that you are suspecting, that you're saying, well, you know what, go put some clothes on because your uncle is coming around. Oh, don't be around your uncle. Like, you go in a room, your uncle is here. Or get out your uncle face. You're a little child. You're a fast ass little child. So you mean to tell me that these hoes, these sluts, these skanks, and I want to end it like this. They knew that it was a PDF around their children. They did nothing to prevent it. Right? So you people that blame little girls and call them fast, are you talking about people like Jarvis Butts? Are you saying, oh, do not sit on your uncle's lap because he will get erect? Are you talking about PDFs and chesters like Jarvis Butts? Are you telling your daughters and your nieces and your children, your daughters, your nieces, your sisters to go in a room because and cover up because you have someone like Jarvis Butts in your house? And you're blaming the child, making the child seem like she did something wrong instead of uh, preventing a PDF like Jarvis Butts from coming into your home. So you'd rather blame the little girl and call her fast. Stop calling black girls fast. Stop calling black girls fast. Right? Because if you look at it, you analyze it, you research it, you would damn well know that Jarvis Butts, a sicko, a demented person, groomed Messiah ever since she was 11 years old. Stop calling black girls fast. Let me tell you. Right. Stop forcing little girls to hug people if they don't want to. Exactly. Sick PDF. That's what he is. That's what he is. That's what he was born. He was born a monster. And that's what he would die as a monster. I would like to thank everyone because we're going to come back with the king. We're going to do a lot on him because he was a sicko too. He had every involvement in this. If anything, if anybody we're going to accuse or make accusations against, it's going to be King, another man who was a witness to this exchange. Okay. So I would like to say thank you to my beautiful audience who gave me the opportunity to rant and rave for an hour while they get ready for work. I'm not going to monetize this because I'm not going to monetize these lives. Mm-mm. Thank you for listening to my insight and my perspective. And I would like to just say I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go come back tomorrow. We'll meet up tomorrow and we'll talk about it from there. Hope everyone have a great day. Great convo. It was a great convo, and I appreciate everyone. You know, participation in this show. Have a great day, beautiful people. Thank you for listening to my insight and my perspective.